Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the Trinity House. Sorry for the short delay and thanks for turning out today. Press conference called last night for a very, very special announcement. Delighted to welcome Chris Eubank Jr, the WBA interim world champion, to the team. I've had some serious pleasure watching this young man develop as an outstanding fighter, and now I think it's time to really get moving with his career. I think this is one of the very special talents in world boxing, and now I feel he has the platform with Sky Sports to really move on to a whole new level. At the table, I'd like to introduce a young man down the end who has been a pivotal team member over the years, and obviously remember him for many years, Ronnie Davis. To his right, Adam Booth, be talking shortly about his plans and coaching Chris Eubank Jr. To my right, gives me huge pleasure, a young man. As a young man, I watched this gentleman fight all over the world, who had a very special journey with my father, and now I hope to have that same kind of journey with similar success with his son, Chris Eubank Sr. And of course, down the end, a young man, very special talent indeed, Chris Eubank Jr. I'm going to start, if I may, with Chris. Welcome, and a few words to the media.
Oh, me? Okay. I'm English. Senior instead of senior, because I think always maybe the senior has that name, senior. Okay. So no, I'm English.
English.
That way we don't get mixed up.
Okay.
So
English. Okay.
So yeah. So here we are. Junior being the WBA interim world middleweight champion. Him taking say 25 to get there. I guess I'm just kind of really relaxed and pleased now that we have a team in Unity Nations working with Matchroom Boxing and Eddie, who I really believe that Matchroom through Eddie can give Junior all the opportunities to fight and get to the level that I think Junior has the potential to get, which is to the very, very top. Yeah, I'm very happy to be working with you.
Thank you. Christopher, welcome. Watched a lot of your fights. Big fan of the last Tudor fight. Thought it was sensational. Thought that was the performance that really put you on the stage, and now the platform for everybody to see it, everybody to see the talent, the pedigree, and exciting times moving ahead. October the 24th, Motor Point Arena in Sheffield. The first one.
I'm ready. I've been out for what, 7 months now. Too long. Been in the gym the whole time, and yeah, October 24th, I'm 100% raring to go.
Obviously, from the Billy Joe Saunders fight, the Chillinov fight was a fantastic performance. Now ready for all those big names in the division, and part of a busy schedule. We hope that October the 24th moves fantastically well. Then December 12th at the O2 as well, and looking to stay very active indeed.
Perfect. The more the better, Twice, I've obviously only fought once this year, so to have 2 fights in quick succession would even out a little bit. Obviously, I would have preferred to be fighting once every few months. It hasn't happened, but October and December is perfect. Sounds good to me.
Ronnie, obviously it's been a great journey so far with Junior, and now looking for him to get back and very busy over the next few months.
Yeah, they're great. It's lovely to be back with you, the old man, and John Whistle, the firm. This kid is a very, very special talent. I was outside when he was born, the room when he come out. And when he came out, the nurse had me like this. I went, that kid, I've got to put a sign out. He was moving like that. But I was taking him to school with his brothers, and he was so powerful, even as a kid, really young. I've never seen anything like him in a gym in my life. I was taking him up to Alan Booth's gym to spar with Groves, and then Frotch to Gale. You can't do what he did. That's why he turned pro. It was phenomenal. And people hadn't seen what I was seeing. I'm with him 24/7. People hadn't seen what I've seen. I know what he is, like I knew what the old man was. People used to say to me, why'd you stick the old man, you must drive him mad. I knew what he was. I know what his son is, that's what I've got to say.
Thank you. Adam, I know that over the last couple of years, you've told me a lot about Junior, and you've always been a massive believer in his ability, and now moving forward as part of the team.
It doesn't take a genius to spot a genuine fighting talent. I'm a coach first and foremost, and when English approached me and asked me if I would be interested in being part of the team in a coaching capacity, working with Ronnie as well. Because I've seen a lot of Junior in the gym, maybe 30, 40, I don't know how many times he's sparred in the gym, but I've had, I've always been impressed with day one. He has everything that a fighter needs, not just to be a world champion, but to be a great world champion for Britain. And I think that to be part of that as a coach is very rewarding professionally, and it's going to be an exciting journey, not just for me personally and Chris Jr, but the public who will watch it.
And English, a question if I may. There's been a lot of discussions about middleweight division, super middleweight division. I know obviously this has moved quite quickly with us. Some huge fights at middleweight, but also domestically, so some wonderful fights at 168 pounds as well.
Yeah. Well, he's naturally huge, but he still wants to make middleweight. I'm not going to discourage him from actually staying at middleweight, but you can see, I mean, he's walking around at 175.
Is it possible to go up and down?
Do whatever you want.
If the fight, if the fights are there and it's the right opponents and it makes sense, then I don't see why we couldn't do that.
Obviously, you've seen the likes of James DeGale win a world title. George Groves just lost out. Straight away, two big fights there domestically for you.
That's like my father said. I don't. I haven't really thought about moving up because I can make the middleweight limit, comfortably, and I feel strong. But I'm trying to fight as much as possible, and if it makes sense to move up at some point to challenge for a title or whatever in the super middleweight division, I'm more than game.
Thank you. Well, everyone here will be available for everybody for one-on-ones. Very, very exciting times. I think to be a superstar fighter, to really transcend the sport, to be a pay-per-view box office star, you have to have many things. You have to be a great fighter, you have to have a big personality, you have to have a story, and I think young Chris Eubank Jr has that all. And over the next few years, or however long our journey takes us on, we're going to be working our utmost hard to produce Christopher on every single level, in and out of the ring. And we'll be putting our heart and soul into this, and I'm very, very excited about this journey, and we look forward to sharing that with you. October the 24th, the Motorpoint Arena in Sheffield, headlined by Kell Brook against Diego Chavez, is the first one. December the 12th, all being well, the O2 Arena, Joshua against Dylan White also, keeping very, very busy, and we're in for a wonderful journey. So thank you all for coming on this Friday, and everybody here is available for one-on-ones. Thank you very much for coming.